Hey, hope y'all are doing good. Well, the UN Act Now and Marie Curie. Yes, we're going to look at a few things from them. I don't know, I just started to look into their website and also their Facebook page just to see if there's anything new that's happened, and this is what I saw. Whether there's more into this picture than what we can understand, I don't know. About the moon or this time, does it have a meaning? Of course, we understand the Agenda 2030, but we already know who they are. So we're not going to go into details right now, but they have the UN campaign for individual action and start with 10 simple actions. Of course, everybody out there, it's good to try to do the best you can, and recycling and everything else. I totally understand that. Then I started to see a couple things, mobile app, chat box, many things. And then they shared this just the other day. Let's just watch a short clip. And right at the very end, look who they're collaborating with. Facebook. So learning about augmented reality with the WHO. Wow, very interesting. Well, there's probably so much more to that than we'll understand. But anyway, so they have pictures and you can look into, of course, different things into that as well. But looking into their Facebook page, well, Monday is International Day for Tolerance. Yes, well, let's just leave it at that because tolerance, the global pandemic requires a global response. And I have to say, tolerance, I have no more tolerance for the WHO, and I say no. Our response is no. No to your masks, no to your vaccines, of the genetic code and the mRNA, no to all of who you and your partners are involved in and who you worship and everything else. We say no. But then take a deep breath, because then I started to notice that they had a Tonga choir who sang on the 10th of November. No, I'm not going to bore you with the details of that. There was nothing really that interesting except for that they were in front of the Arch of Baal. Yes, every arch has that meaning, and that's exactly what I saw there. But anyway, but then I saw that, oh look, they took a time out and decided to sing for us too. We'll just watch a second of this so you can laugh.
In solidarity, we're unity strong. So come on, everybody. Let your light shine, because we are family. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family.
Well, I also noticed that they were giving honor to Marie Curie. Yes, the pioneer research on radioactivity and discovered it destroys cancer cells faster than healthy cells. So they were giving her honor, and well, you can look into her on your own. I just want you to look at basic facts here. She wrote 32 apparent scientific papers. So right away, my red flags are up in the air. She was awarded so many prizes. I mean, that already, yes, it is great that she has come out with this X-ray machine that she has invented. Of course, she's done a lot of good, but just see the same things over and over. 33, 32. I mean, it tells you already that she is not just somebody that came out of nowhere and started to find all these things. No, she was pressed and pushed into this position, and she's in the same room with Einstein and many others. She's not just a somebody. No. So it made me see exactly how corrupt our world is. And if her bust is at the CERN, center in Switzerland, and she has other busts all over the place. I looked into, well, how many societies did she belong to? Yeah, she did belong to a few, but the League of Nations she was also a part of. Yes, she was. League of Nations, aka the UN. So why am I saying that's concerning? It's just the UN. Well, if you know who the WHO is and the UN is, you'll understand. And she has several institutions that bear her names. I'm not going to go into that. Alice Bailey, I wanted to see, well, is there any similarities between her and Alice Bailey and perhaps even Helena Blavatsky? Well, yeah. They all belong to the UN or the League of Nations. They all belong to these certain same societies. They were all around the same time with this Lucis Trust. Go into Lucis Trust or go into League of Nations and see what you come up with. Well, these names came up, Helena Blavatsky and Helena Roerich. Many things. So I looked into Helena Roerich. Who is she? Well, she also was born in Russia, or in the Russian Empire. And look at that. She was born to a family, Kutuzov family. When you look into that man, he was heading the Masonic Lodge in Rogenburg. So right away you understand the seed. It doesn't fall far from the tree. Blavatsky died of influenza. But when I saw this, Corona Mundi, look at that. That corona word has been around for a while. So that was under Helena Roerich. Very interesting, though. And even Blavatsky, very interesting. I didn't look into a lot of her, but she fell off a horse, fractured her spinal cord. She was even on a boat that exploded, and she was only one of 16 survivors. I'm not going to go into more. You can look into her if you are interested. I really don't want to know more than that. But anyway, so Roerich also lived right here on the northern tip of this lake, Lake Ladoga. Do you know that my great-grandparents lived right in this area and were forced out because of Russia? So she was probably living in the housing of my great-grandfathers. I don't know. She left right at the time when Finland got their independence. So she was, honestly, what went through my mind, I got upset because they probably forced all of the Finns out of there, my great-grandfather's and great-grandmother's houses, and she was living in those houses, and they were brand new. They just moved into them, and they forced them out. That was the Cold War or the World War I. But anyway, so there's another gentleman who was a part of that League of Nations or Lucis Trust. But all I'm going to look at, it's enough for me just to see esotericism. Yeah, that's all. That's all I need to see. I mean, we already know who Alice Bailey is and all the things that she has wanted for the New World Order. And I think that they've established these already. I don't know what your opinion is, but when you read them all, I believe absolutely that's what has happened. When you're changing a nation, don't bother with the old people. They're too stuck in their old traditions. They will not change, but go for the children. And that's what they did. And that makes me think, well, what if everything that I have learned and you has been a lie? Everything. Because they're the ones who've made our education books. They're the ones who've taught us the history, right? What if everything's wrong? I don't know. It's just something to think about. I just went into this little bit of a rabbit hole and just really wanted to share with you. But just remember that people change. Yes, God can change our hearts and our minds, and we can be changed. But God never changes. His word is true and always will be. Do not put your trust into princes and in human beings, but look to God. Look to our Savior, Jesus. He's the only one that saves. All right, I have hopefully another one to come, so God bless. Take care. Until next time.